1-3, the police are requesting an ambulance to detail man screaming for one. Inside the Irish Social Club at number 19 Park Street, West Roxbury.
Hello everybody! Wow, that was a race to get this started. How are you doing? I am so sorry the stream is late. After weeks of no Terra Invicta streams, I finally say I'm going live with Terra Invicta, and I'm late, and I'm so sorry. I was seeing some friends this evening. I had a really lovely evening with them. It just took us a while to get back home, unfortunately. Later than I thought it was. I thought I had everything planned out perfectly. Let me know about my mic levels and the game audio. because it's definitely coming through a lot quieter than my old microphone. So I may need to drop the, in fact, I'm going to do that straight away. I'm going to drop the master volume by about 50%. We'll see how that goes. Let's just get the game loading. And let's get into it. How do you play Terra Invicta again? Oh yeah, I need to actually the screen capture for Terra Invicta is funny. You need to reset it every time. That's cool. It doesn't see it as a game right now. It might do it in a second. Let me just do this. Oh, I hope everyone is doing well today. I certainly am. I've had a pretty good day and a long evening, but I'm ready to go if I remember how to play this, like I say. Hey T-Ram, hey Nick Madden, hey Many Steps, hey Moten9939. That's pretty cool. If you're interested in playing games and stuff, you should join on my Discord. That's where we have stuff happening. And yeah, I hope everyone's good. Like I say, you can tell I'm a little bit rushed. Unfortunately, the poor puppy had an accident when I got in, so I had to clean that, make sure she was okay. But she's fine. She just slept through us leaving, so we probably should let her out to the bathroom. It doesn't matter. Right, the game is loaded. I can stop babbling. Hey, look, how's it going? Let me just fix this because it's not on Terra Invicta. Now it is. All right. I think we should definitely take a couple of seconds to just catch up on where we are because things were pretty... Oh, I need to move chat because it's over the... Oops, that's the wrong thing to move. I want to move chat. There you go. Let's put chat here for now. A lot of people have been telling me to take chat off the screen because it's really distracting, but I get just as many people telling me that they want chat, so it's hard to choose the right one. Cool, look, that's great. I've heard a lot of good things about X2. Oh, Xenonauts 2 or X2, because they are different games. I'm just going to turn off mute audio in the background, so if I Alt-Tab, it doesn't turn the audio off. I'm much better, thank you. Right, let's check out the situation on Earth before we do anything else, because there's a lot going on here. Okay. So we currently have, as nuts, he's less ill these days, yes. We currently have 5 stations in Earth orbit, is that right? No, we have more than 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stations in Earth orbit. And we've just, Echo 2 is our Marines that we are waiting. Why are they called Echo 2? That's a terrible name. Oh, that's the name of the fleet, that's why. We need a better fleet name for Echo 2. We are waiting for Atlantis base to rebuild, which we just captured last time. I'm here to learn all about this game, very excited to go all out, well, especially with the way we're playing it, but I'll do my best, Mizzy. We're waiting for this space dock to finish building. Once it is finished building, we can refuel the Marine ship and send it somewhere else, and we can give this station away to somebody, or crash it into Earth, or whatever we want to do. There are some other things going on in space that we need to be aware of, but let's have a look at the rest of the Earth first. So on Earth, at the moment, we are in control of Saudi Arabia. No, we're not in control of Saudi Arabia. We're in control of the UAE and Oman around Saudi Arabia. We have 2/3 of Saudi Arabia under our control. Hey, Jump123, how's it going? Change incomes to monthly, or if you like daily, that's fine. That's actually not a bad idea. We are actually struggling a lot with income. So I wonder if changing it to daily might actually help us stay on top of that. That's a really good idea. I'll check that in a second. We also have Nigeria under our control, and the plan was to kind of try and bring together the Caliphate and sort of North Africa into one nation state. But we got distracted by a little while because Brazil got couped, and we invested quite a lot of resources into trying to take over Brazil, which failed. And we also have control of Australia and New Zealand, which are united into one country, Japan, Singapore, Papua New Guinea, and I think that is all of our... Oh, and let's not forget that we are in the never-ending war in Kazakhstan with Russia, and who else is in this war? There's somebody else in this war that we need to be aware of. That's right, we're at war with India and Russia against Australia, Japan, and Kazakhstan. So that's something that's happening. But we're hoping that we can change that around by giving away these space stations. Now that's not the only thing that's going on, because we also have holdings on Mars, and we're building a space dock in Mars orbit so we can build a Marine ship here. Oh, that's creepy, isn't it? The giant eyes on Mars, so that we can start taking over all the Mars bases. We're the only people with a space station in orbit of Mars, so if we can get Space Marines in place before anyone else builds anything here, we'll have local superiority for a long time. We can just take over all of these bases from orbit, which would be pretty powerful. What else have we got going on? Is there anything else going on in system at the moment? We do have, that's right, we do have a station building on Ceres as well. So there's a lot to catch up on.
Where do you need me?
I think the first thing we need to focus on is what our plans on Earth are. And I think it's pretty straightforward. We want to continue our focus on forming the Caliphate. And to do that, we need Saudi Arabia. So we need to capture Saudi Arabia. We also need to get our hands on Iraq, I believe. And we also need all of the countries to the north of Saudi Arabia as well. And we should maybe look at this as two. The main thing problem we've got is, well, actually, we do have a fair amount of points available. But how much is a point in Saudi Arabia? So a control point in Saudi Arabia is 15. So we have enough to take a point there, but we don't really have a point to take anywhere else. These cap points are quite demanding of us. The other thing I was trying to do was set up our space research, which I need to spend some time to sit down and look at. We're not going to worry too much about that right now. Solar array station. We've launched the Crash Test Block 2 class Barnum's Pride. Yeah, that launched. Defend interest in Singapore has expired. So that's something that needs to be done this turn. So we'll just get that out of the way right now.
At your service.
I think name's Blonde. Actually,
ready for my mission.
I think Human can do.
Again.
Oh, defend interest here.
Securing our control.
Hey, Austral, thanks for joining.
What's the
now, Mazzy mentioned we should maybe change our settings to daily, and I actually quite like. No, to monthly incomes, which actually sounds quite good. Change show monthly incomes. It doesn't really change much, has it? No, Austral. This is really it since the last stream. Our biggest issue right now is we have no monetary income, and taking over Brazil really messed us up quite badly. We need to start our monetary income soon. The biggest part of that we're losing money is we're losing 13.2 from the unassigned org pool. So we should probably have a look at what orgs we have in that pool that we're not using right now. Did that work? No, it didn't. Let's click on this. So what's actually sitting in the unassigned orgs pool right now? It's the CIA is the problem. Right, we're losing, yeah, the CIA is causing us a massive problem in terms of income. I think we should just get rid of it, honestly, because it's causing us, it's an amazing organization, but the CIA is killing our income. And as much as I want to hold on to it, as much as last stream I kind of fought to hold on to it, we need to get rid of it. It's just, it's too inefficient in terms of the amount of cash it's worth. So I'm going to sell it. And that's going to instantly fix all of our incomes, pretty much. Does anyone need to level up while we're here? 17, 8, 16, 17, 9. No. Does he have a funny hat on? For some reason I thought I saw someone wearing a funny hat. I think it was, while I was looking down here, Thaddeus Alien Brother II looked like he had a hat here. Okay, let's move on. So we fixed our income problems, which is great. One thing I've noticed while we've been going around here is that we're currently sitting at 32 of 33 mission control, which means we can't build anything else, which is also something we need to be on top of. So let's have a look at what's research doing. So we are letting other people control research. We've got industrializing the space coming, which is something we wanted. We are researching equipment to build to get ships working, from what I can see. Transnational coordination, and I don't know why I'm rushing magazine, but for some reason I was rushing magazine last time. Not sure why I was doing that. Okay, that's interesting. The servants gather types of characters. We're not the servants. We're Project. Good luck and have fun. We'll be looking while I travel to the pharmacy for some fine pharmaceutical deals. Thank you, Dermot. I'll probably get things up and running by the time you're back, because I've got a lot of stuff just to go through to make sure we're in the right place. Okay, so, and hi, chat. Oh yeah, chat. Our biggest issue right now, I think, is we need to do something about the war in Kazakhstan. That's just a continual drain on us. And we also need to get... that is definitely a servant's agent. Does he look like a badly put together human? Is that the problem? We also need to do something about getting Saudi Arabia under control. So, this control point is going to be available for us to attack on the 15th of April, which is pretty soon. We also have a few federation things to look at. So we've federated Oman, Yemen into one country. I don't think we can do anything else down here at the moment. There's a claim across this border There's nothing going on here or here. There's a claim on Kuwait. Who's the claim on Kuwait? Oh yeah, Kuwait's here, okay. For some reason I always thought Kuwait was on the west coast. And then in the Pacific, there's not much going on. We do have the opportunity to federate New Zealand on the 4th of March. So that's something to look into it. Oh, hang on a minute. I just need to ban someone on Twitch. Because there's yet another person spamming. All I get, the only Twitch chatters I get are spammers, sadly. That's them dealt with. Okay. Caliphate this episode. That is the hope, Austral, but we need to... It all hinges on us taking Saudi Arabia. If we can get the executive control point in Saudi Arabia, then there's a chance. Also, interestingly, the capital... Oh, no, for a second there, I thought the capital of the Republic of the Southern Cross was Melbourne, but I just had it selected instead of Canberra. All right. So there's no alien activity on the planet at the moment.
Where do you need me?
Human is defending Singapore. Nowhere else needs defended. Nigeria, that's right. That's what we did. That was our great crime. We abandoned Nigeria. That's how we could afford to go after Brazil. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to abandon Brazil because it's not doing anything for us. It's just a waste of time. How do I abandon the control point? Do I have to go in and do a national policy? I've done it before. I can't remember how we abandon the control point. Probably don't need to worry about it right now because we are messing with the country. If I remember, our priorities are all screwed up. No, we're just going for spoils. That's right. Trying to cut some money out of it. Okay, so let's have a look at unrest. Unrest at the moment, we have 8.5 unrest in Brazil. We don't care about that. 4.1 unrest in Nigeria and Papua New Guinea. We need to deal with both of these. These are pretty important. I also want to make sure that support for us is really, really high in Saudi Arabia in time for us taking the country.
Ready to go.
Now, the other thing that was happening was we were pumping everybody's loyalty. So I think I finished up Names Blonde, and I feel like I finished off Thaddeus and Human. But let's just do some quick investigations to make sure of that. So let's investigate Thaddeus, make sure we're certain of his loyalty. If we think it's 25, we'll confirm that. We'll get Names Blonde to do a public campaign in... no, we need to suppress unrest in Nigeria. So we'll stabilize Nigeria, spend a little bit of ops on that.
We'll turn down the heat.
Cairn can stabilize in Papua New Guinea.
Ready for my mission.
Honestly, a state that I'm not that worried about defending. Who did I just send that? I think it was Thaddeus. That's fine.
Orders.
And then Cairn, I think, will also focus on Nigeria. Actually, what was the next most unstable country? It was PNG and then Yemen. So we'll actually send them to suppress the unrest in Yemen for this turn.
Restoring order.
Okay, that's our team setup. So we've got 3 armies fighting in Kazakhstan at the moment. We are landlocked as well. We don't, because we're at war and we're in the Russian-Kazakhstan war, and India has a bigger navy than us. We can't actually send any ships, any reinforcements to the war in Kazakhstan because we're landlocked away from them. Nicola, you are the 3rd person today to ask me if I'm interested in covering Mech Engineer. If I could find a decent guide or sit down for enough time to make the game make sense for me, then I'd be interested in covering it. But I have tried a couple of times to sit down and put it together, and I've bounced off it quite hard. And I only like to cover games on my channel that I really enjoy playing. So it comes down to if I can actually find like a good time to get into it, if that makes sense. Okay, what else do we have going on? So Echo 2 needs to refuel. It doesn't have enough fuel to get to any other station, so we're waiting for the dock to complete at the station it's at. What is Atlantis Base building at the moment? Atlantis Base is building a space dock. That's the one we just took over. Sentinel Station is building some stuff. We'll leave space stations for the moment. The only space station I'm interested in, because we're really low on mission control, is the one in Mars orbit. I think we're good to confirm assignments for the turn. We'll unpause the game. I'll put the speed up to max. I'll zoom out far enough so that Earth doesn't spin, and I'll unpause. And let's see what happens. Okay, United Kingdom has imposed a new governing regime in Lebanon. New project available. Hypergolic explosive warhead missiles allows construction of the Anaconda, Cobra, and Hera. I'm pretty sure Anaconda missiles are pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry that it didn't load, Nicola. I missed that. But yeah, it is hard to get into it. Sometimes YouTube can be a little bit a little bit overzealous with its censoring. So sorry if it censored whatever you were asking. This is great. This is exactly, we can now build a warship that can actually fight off the rubbish warships everyone else has built. I think we might as well just wait for magazine to complete. No, I think we're just going to change the project. Let's get these hypergolic missiles under research now. This is actually a really big game changer for us in terms of being able to create a warship. I think we're going to need some sooner rather than later, honestly.
We've got some intel on our target.
Debris from recent fleet battles and weapon tests in low Earth orbit is about to strike Atlantis base. The debris cloud is spread out in wide pattern, putting a course to hit locations all over Atlantis base. While the individual pieces of debris are small, each retains the potential to destroy valuable equipment and materials. Magazine would have finished this month, might have been worth waiting for it. Oh. I didn't pay attention to that myself, so I can swap it back. Installing it, we'll just do it afterwards, it's fine. Installing defensive modules or stationing warships here can prevent this from happening in the future. 4 modules will be destroyed, or a random sector will be destroyed, 2 modules destroyed, and debris in the orbit decreases by 1. That's pretty bad, honestly. Okay, so a solar array, space dock, solar array. Weren't we waiting for that space dock to be built? No, I wanted to pause the game and deal with that. Alright, what, so... Yeah, I think this is where Echo 2 is docked. Austral, I started it in my last stream on the weekend. I beat 2 people, and I beat Moog on stream, so I have to get all of this rebuilt now. Which sucks. Is this where Echo 2 is docked? No, this is one of our research stations. Okay, where is Echo 2 docked? No, Echo 2 is at Atlantis base. Damn it. So that's going to hold back us sending out more Marines even longer while we wait for the space dock to be completed. How long is the space dock going to take to get back online? It will be available on the 8th of March, 2028. Okay, not too bad. I died to the alien guy first time. And then I killed Legally Distinct Wolverine. Yes, thank you. I did kill Legally Distinct Wolverine. Okay, we need to get some point defense platforms on our stations. Doctor with the first. Japan has completed a nuclear weapons test. To the horror of the world, it gains 1 nuke and may now build more. All nations, factions with control points of the nation gain 1 atrocity and suffer 1 negative shift in public opinion worldwide. Okay, we just built a nuke. First things first, let's tell Japan to stop building nukes. Japan has built enough nukes. I'm not sure if you're yaying Japan building a nuke or yaying that you got first. So we don't need to build any more. Where's my stabilize and grow? We need to just get them back up and running. I actually want to get military up for them. That's pretty important, and I do really want to get mission control ticking over as well, because we need more mission control. So now that we've got a nuke, we can go back to the negotiating table with Russia and hopefully get them to end this war. Previously, we haven't had a good enough bargaining position to try and end the war, but I'm hoping that having a nuke in our arsenal will change that. So we have a nuke. First an irony, yeah. Hey A1B2, yeah. I wasn't happy about loading the nuke, but the recommendation was that it might help us. Oh, that's something else that happened. We didn't get details of the investigate from Jebediah. Thaddeus, okay. Thaddeus's loyalty is 25, so we don't need to recheck Thaddeus at any point.
Order is returning.
Violence is abating.
Good stabilized success. The European Union under control has declared war on Georgia. The United States under control of the servants has agreed with Switzerland to end the United States-America-Switzerland war. That's right. That's the other thing that happened. America had a civil war and was couped. New project available. Undertake the West African Community Project. Nigeria gains a claim on all of these regions. That's one we want to complete. The West African Community Project. When we've got some more control points, that's where we're going. We're going to try and get Africa into a powerhouse. Hey, Winter Wolf, good to see you. How's it going? A regional development team is undertaking the Republic of the Southern Cross. Australia gains a claim on the following regions. So this means that Australia can now, I think Port Moresby is in Papua New Guinea. Yes, no. Where's Port Moresby? Yeah, Port Moresby's here. So America Frost is now Frusk. Australia can now federate with Papua New Guinea, and we can start to work our way through Indonesia once we get the Republic of the Southern Cross researched as well. So that's 2 really important research projects that we've just managed to grab. Hydrolex explosive missiles and Owl, Copperheads and Artemises. Copperheads might actually be better than the Hydroglix ones that we're researching at the moment. They'll be complete on the 6th of March. Come on, team, punch that like button. Thank you, Wonderwolf. Okay, that's fine. Well, that's fine. We'll go with the missiles that we're researching right now, but we'll maybe switch to Copperheads when we get a chance. Okay, new turn. First things first. Has anyone leveled up? No. We do have room for Ryan Defense Services, which gives espionage. Does anyone need espionage? I think Name's Blonde more than anyone needs espionage. But he hasn't got room for it at the moment. Is there any good orgs available? JPL is here. Minus 45 income. JPL is massive. I would love to pick up JPL. What do we need for JPL? Plus 1 mission control, plus 40 research, plus 1 engineering, plus 1 science, plus 1% to knowledge, plus 2% to funding, 3% to space program, 3% to boost, 3% to mission control, and plus 15% space science research. Honestly, getting our hands on JPL would be huge. Oh, nice, a Clan Star, and 2 Industrial Lances. I hope that there is a Raven somewhere in those Industrial Lances, because the Raven is my favorite mech. But I need 3 capacity for someone to pick this up. And nobody really has the capacity to do it, apart from really Cairn. I mean, we could drop Topaz. We could probably drop Pacific Aviation, Adonis Engineering, and Topaz Technologies for JPL. It'll cost 100. Oh, never mind. I haven't got the influence to buy it right now anyway. So that's just a no-goer. Hey, Lone Show, not much. I mostly have done a recap of what we're dealing with. As long as the servers don't take full control of America, we should be okay. So I'm going to send Thaddeus to negotiate with Russia, to declare peace. Do I go here? Seek peace, candidates, Russia, Kazakhstan war. So I need to send him here to... Cannot set policy... Okay, so I need to seek peace in Japan then. Because I think Japan is the war leader. Seek peace, Russia, Kazakhstan war. Okay, so I'm going to send him to try and seek peace here, in the hope...
On my way to the capital.
What's the up?
What are my new old plans? My new old plans are still form the Caliphate, take over all the space stations with space pirates, make sure Mars is ours because no one got to build space pirates there first. Those are still my main plans. We had a setback in the Atlantis base where our Marines got hit by debris and it destroyed the space dock, which means we need to build a new space dock before they can refuel their ship to go and capture the space station. But once they've done that, we will trade Atlantis base in for some rep. Right, the other thing I want to check is, can I already federate with... No. So, I haven't researched Southern Cross yet. Of course I can't do that. I need to research the Republic of Southern Cross. Okay, let's have a look at Unrest. We've got a lot of states at the moment. So, Unrest, I don't care about Unrest in Brazil because we're ruining Brazil. Nigeria, Papua New Guinea. So, I'm going to set...
Standing by for orders.
Jebediah to confirm Human's loyalty.
Surveilling target.
I'm going to get Human
What's
to
the
suppress unrest in
orders.
Nigeria.
Restoring order.
I'm going to get Names Blonde
Where to?
to stabilize Papua New Guinea. No, I'm going to get Names Blonde actually to public campaign in Saudi Arabia in preparation
must
for
persuade
it
the
being
people.
undefended. And I'll
Your
get
orders.
Cairn to stabilize here.
We'll turn down the heat.
The Locust is also pretty good. Oh, I actually when I tend to start whenever I try to play BattleTech, the Hairbrain Schemes game, I always try and get it so that my starting lance is all Locusts, just because I love how they go. I think Locusts are really cool. I especially like the new Locust look. This is still the run that was going absolutely fine. It was never going downhill. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's confirm. And so we're just waiting for Atlantis base and Sentinel Station. Let's unpause the game. We really need some more mission control. That's one of our biggest issues right now. Okay, Sentinel Stations just built a solar array. The Grand Columbia project, that's for putting together South America. I'm not too worried about that. Let's just obsolete that right now. Media Spotlight. The world's media is focused on us. Just who are Project Exodus, they ask. A mysterious organization influencing governments globally, which seems to have recently sprung up out of nowhere. What is their real agenda? Can they be trusted with the vast power they wield? Will they solve the alien problem or make it much, much worse? All these questions and more are being asked daily, and the public is becoming concerned. So we can ignore it. 60% chance it calms down. 40% we lose public opinion across the entire world. We can spend 215 cash to get a public opinion boost. We can pay 100 cash to gain 200 influence. Or we can line deflect. We have very little influence. An advisory group only, really. Allowed when we do not have the light about influence effect. Project Exodus misleads the public about their influence. What I'm actually thinking is if we pay 107 cash for 215 influence, we could buy JPL. Is JPL still available? I can't move this. I think I can minimize it. JPL is still available. So I could use that. I could actually use that. I could leverage this for influence and get JPL, which I can afford with my income, unlike the CIA. JPL is a pretty good org. It's like one of the best orgs in the game to have assigned to your people. I'm really tempted to grab JPL off that. I don't know what other people think. JPL. So let's just have another quick look at what JPL gives us. JPL gives a ton of really good stuff. In RP terms, I can't imagine Exodus would do anything but lie about their actual influence. I agree with you, Human Storm. They would keep themselves quiet. But at the same time, this iteration of Project Exodus has strapped Space Marines into unarmed rockets and is launching them at their rival space stations. So I don't know how long they can stay quiet anyway. So what do we get? We get knowledge, funding, space program boost, mission control, space science. It just screams what we want, really. I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab JPL. I think that's the right play here. We're just an advisory group. Send in the Marines. Exactly. So I'm going to leverage it for influence. Pause the game. Liberate mainland China. That's a cool project, but not one we're going to be looking at right now. Yeah, have you seen these crazy TikTok cats? Right, we're going to dump... I was going to dump Topaz. I'm just going to sell these. I'm never going to re-equip them. We're going to drop Pacific Aviation. And we're going to drop... I'm going to unequip Adonis, because I might want that later. Why can't she equip this? Chancellor cannot have the trait criminal. Okay, we need someone else who's not a criminal to take JPL. And somehow have the slots for it. The good news is I can move those orgs over. So I can move to meter airspace over. So we can unequip that. Well, let's just check this is the one I want. Yeah, I just realized that, Austro, unfortunately. So I could give Sparta resources to meter airspace... And Leonidas, I can't give Leonidas. Okay, I could give Leonidas works and Sparta resources to her. If I unequip these two. Oops. It's Sparta resources. I can pick up JPL on you for 150 influence. Then if I go back here, I can equip Sparta resources and Leonidas works. That's me back up to max. Okay. So we now have our hands on JPL, which is pretty big. That's great. That's a good pickup. In these unprecedented times, politicians wish to be seen as non-partisan. In a rare display of unity, politicians of Japan have determined they must act together if any progress is to be made. They are adamant that something must be done to improve the conditions in Japan, and we have the perfect opportunity to guide them towards a policy which will benefit our goals. So we advise to focus on welfare funding or defense spending. So Japan will invest more into social and environmental programs. Japan will invest more into training and education programs. The thing is if I tell them to invest into defense spending, it's a short-term bonus for us, but it does mean that the army that we have fighting in Kazakhstan will get closer to being upgraded, which will give us the edge we need to keep winning the war in Kazakhstan. Otherwise, I'd probably tell them to encourage scientific funding to help us in the long term. So really, for me, it's a short-term versus a long-term benefit. But since I'm already investing in defense to try and get the military up, I think I'm going to go for the defense spending.
Person of interest surveilled.
Okay, hang on a
The
second.
people will come to our side.
Territorial disputes boil down to one group
Mission
of
in
people
progress.
gazing
Okay.
upon a new land
I will
and
report when my
calculating
mission is
who
complete.
would need to die so they could own it. Thousands of years of purported civilization have done so little to curtail our most basic reptilian impulses.
No.
Commissioner Kiran Banerjee,
Kieran, shut up.
speech at the United
I wish I
Nations.
could had a mod to stop them talking. The peace-seeking hasn't fired yet. It's going to be the last thing that fires on a turn. Okay, first of all, terrestrial military science has completed, which gets us all military max tech level goes up by 5. Space assault doctrine can now be researched, and there's some stuff down here that can trigger. And they have picked arrival sociology because the bloody servants are in control of everything at the moment.
Things are stabilizing.
Human has 25 loyalty. That was awful overlapping loyalty. So Thaddeus
Laying the
and
groundwork.
Human have 25 loyalty. So we
Laying
should keep
the
walking down the
groundwork.
list and making sure everyone has 25 loyalty before I start doing more training.
Violence is abating.
Okay. European Union has declared war on Guyana.
Mission complete.
Right, I'm going to seek peace with Russia. Propose ending our war with Russia and India. Our allies will stop fighting as well. I have completed my mission to set no-national policy in Japan. Japan, under control of Project Exodus, has agreed with Russia to end the Russia-Kazakhstan war. That's a big victory for us. So building the nuke was the correct thing to do, because when we took it to the negotiating table with Russia this time, they went, you have nukes now, we don't want to fight with you. Kazakhstan remains free. Well done, Kazakhstan. Holy crap, I can't believe we finally finished that war. Nobody wants the nuke. Exactly. Totally unrealistic. Look, it's Japan plus Australia plus Kazakhstan all fighting off Russia and India. It's totally believable. I think it would make it for a pretty interesting alternate universe war novel. Okay, cool. That's massive. Let's send our armies home. Airlift all home. So all of the armies are going home, which means that we'll stop paying for them to be deployed across the world. We also need to defend the control point that we have in Kazakhstan that is currently undefended, and we need to change our priorities. Exodus can diplomacy. Slams this nuke on the table. What do you think about that, eh? We got one of those nuke things too. So I hit the table with the microphone there. I actually slammed my fist on the table to do the negotiating. We've got one of them there nukes. How many nukes does Russia have? Russia has... Where are their nukes? Russia has 30 nukes, and India has 3 nukes. So it was their 33 nukes to our 1 nuke. That's what we needed to do. We're leaving this planet. Don't think we won't. Yeah, you can have Kazakhstan when we go. We don't care. Just give it to us now so we can keep using Baikonur. All I want is Baikonur. I just want this Cosmodrome. Just give me the Cosmodrome. Okay, that's huge. Right, okay, I've actually got them on Stabilize and Grow. That's fine. What I can do now, though, is what I'll probably do is I'll leave... I will leave Japan on military spending until they get up to the next age, and then I'll take them off it. We can also take Australia off build army, I think, for now. It'll be here if I need to do it in the future, but I don't need another army here, so I'm going to put them on Stabilize and Grow. But we're also going to investigate heavily into mission control here. Okay, that was a huge victory. That's just one big distraction I don't need to worry about anymore. Why did the music stop? Okay, I thought the game had just crashed. The United Malay Nation. Okay, so Malaysia gains a claim on Singapore, which is interesting. Demilitarize the emus. Exactly. We need to take those emu mechs down. Okay, we've got a new turn. Now, it is March. Unrest is high in Brazil. Oh no, is unrest high in Brazil? Could that be because someone's spoiling the country over and over again? When is Saudi Arabia vulnerable? 15th of April, so it's still a month away. And when can we federate these two together? 4th of March. We can... okay, so we're gonna... As far as I'm aware, we can actually do something pretty cool here. So we're gonna set national policy in Australia.
Heading to the capital.
And we can bring those two countries together
Ready to go.
into one majestic country. which we'll do for the rest of the whole Pacific nation when we get the chance. So we need to put down Nigeria, Papua New Guinea, Yemen are all pretty unhappy. Saudi Arabia is also a little bit unhappy.
At your service.
Human, deal with Nigeria, please.
We'll tone down the heat.
Jebediah, can you tell
here.
me what Names Blonde's loyalty is,
Tracking
please?
target.
Names Blonde.
Where do you need me?
What's Unrest like here? Unrest is okay, 0.2. Just keep working on public opinion here. I want the public to absolutely
I
love
will
me.
try to sway the public.
And Karen, can
Standing
you
by.
do Unrest in PNG?
We'll restore peace to this nation.
When is Atlantis base going to build its space dock? The space dock will be finished on the 8th of March. And then there is no power here at the moment. The solar arrays won't be finished until... This solar array will be finished on the 5th. So there's a chance this will have enough power to power the space dock when it's finished. And we can refuel the Marines and send them somewhere else. As soon as we've refilled the Marines and sent them somewhere else, we're going to give this space station to somebody. And basically, I'll destroy all the modules before I do that, and I'll just keep giving people lemons. They have to fix up, and it should slow them down immensely. But right now, Echo 2, I definitely can't transfer you anywhere, can I? Because you have the fleet's insufficient Delta V to go anywhere, right? Yeah. They need more fuel. Nuclear armed Kiwis win. That's the art of the deal for us. I can't believe we got that. That's actually a pretty big victory for us, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's confirm assignments for the turn. We still need more mission control, but it is ticking up now. Let's unpause. Can anyone remind me how we abandoned Brazil, please? We need to abandon Brazil pretty urgently.
Surveillance complete.
Okay. Hypergolic explosive warhead missiles are now available. That's pretty big. I'm going to research Hydrolex explosive missiles as well. But what we can now do is, first of all, it was Names Blonde.
Prepping for mission.
Names Blonde's at 24 loyalty. So we need to give him one more loyalty boost. And what was the other thing I was going to do? That's right, we can look at building an actual warship now. Something small. I'm not playing the bad guy, I'm just playing the me. What? Now, why did that happen? I didn't click anywhere near those buttons. Somewhere in the country tab. I'll check it in a second, Leoncio. Let's try that again. Design ship class. So I want probably a standoff design ship. It needs to probably be... What are our missile options like? So we've got what have we got? We've got the Crate, the Anaconda, the Cobra, and the Hera. I really full support of the Alternative Universe New Zealand. So the Crate missile is an explosive for 80% damage to armor. It has a targeting range of 1,000 kilometers. The Anaconda has a 1,000 kilometer range, is explosive. I'm just going to see what the difference between these two is. 31 tons, 35 tons. There you go. Damage, 350, 501. Acceleration is 14 Gs. Okay, so this is a much faster missile. The Cobra missile has even higher acceleration, 14.9. This is 501 megajoules of damage. This does 598 megajoules of damage. 40mm autocannon time. Nearly so 57mm punch through emu armor. Yeah, that's the problem. It's the space emus that get you. Or we got the Hera, which does 1.12 megajoules, so 56 damage, but has a delta V of 6.2 kps and acceleration of 7.5. I think it's somewhere between the Anaconda and the Cobra. Yeah, this boy can't fit so many missiles. The Cobra, what's the Cobra giving us? 14.9. So it's the same acceleration on both of these. These have more delta V. These do slightly more damage, from what I can see. Cooldown 7 seconds, cooldown 5 seconds. I think the Anacondas are perfect for like an Earth war, honestly. Can you use 40mm as PD? I thought I had PD lasers, honestly, but I guess yes, I do. Why would I use this 40mm that you speak of when I can use photons? We never got those magazines research. We will get them soon, don't worry. So I do have access to point defense laser turrets. Short range infrared laser can shoot down incoming projectiles. I'm pretty sure these are vastly superior to 40mm. Might hold it for a week or two until you get the magazines. Yeah, I probably should. Do I actually have room for utility modules? So the gunship, the escort doesn't actually have room for any utility modules. And no, it has room for 2 utility modules. The other option is we go with a corvette. That only has 1 missile launcher. The frigate, we could do a, because this is go and 40mm goes Bert. So I mean, yes, you are right. It's Naval's Fleet Command style, isn't it? The question is do we go for like a frigate? Do we actually build a warship when we get the magazines? Because this thing can take a nose hardpoint. Well, actually, this thing can't. I think the monitor could be an option. I think you get Artemis rockets probably one. They seem pretty good in the game after the Copperhead nerf. Yeah. I kind of the thing at the moment, Rob, is I'm really worried that war is going to kick off in orbit very soon, and everyone else already has warships, but they are ballistic, like 40mm warships, and I would like to get a missile superiority ship in space ASAP. I think the monitor might be a good design because it has 4 hardpoints and 3 utility modules. I think a destroyer is ridiculous right now. The gunship is not really going to be good for us. The escort has potential. The escort's probably what we're going to build. We have a missile launcher and a point defense weapon. Okay, we'll wait till we've got magazines and then we'll build the ship. That's what we're going to do. Oh, let's obsolete the crash test. Okay, we're not going to build anything right now, but that's the plan there.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Good.
Violence is abating. Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Cool. Whiskey on the Rocks is now online. That's more income for us. A whole bunch of stuff just went online in space as well. Let's just close this for a second. Space stock. So Atlantis now has 2 space stocks for some reason. I didn't realize they were already building one. But can we now refuel Echo 2? It looks like we can. Okay. They will be available for retasking later today. Echo 2 is now repaired and ready for orders. 40 mils expand speed EC. That's good to know. Yeah, pros, listen to your mods. Cellular substance. If I super into space in my game, which crippled me for ages. Abandoned Brazil. Derp, you're a legend. Thank you for reminding me. So resupply Atlantis base. They're going to do that now. Let's get out of Brazil before I forget. How do we get out of Brazil? I want to abandon this control point. How do I abandon? Abandon nation. Yes, I will abandon Brazil. Right, we've abandoned Brazil. That now has opened up quite a lot of control points to us. We still need to wait for April, I believe, before we can take Saudi Arabia. 15th of April, right? We need to keep that in our heads. 15th of April is the day that this country becomes available for us. Now, what else just happened? That's right, we're refueling our Marines. The Marines are refueling. The Marines are getting ready for their next mission. Echo 2 is resupplied. Why is this ship called Echo 2? The ship isn't called Echo 2, is it? The ship is Barnum's Pride. Why is this fleet called Echo 2? This fleet needs a much better name. This is the pirate fleet. Not an Exodus fleet. Okay? I know we've got fleet names in the thing, but this isn't this is different, okay? Was this a ship with barely enough TV to get to another station? No, because this isn't an Exodus ship, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. We have... let's find a new target, shall we? Who is the biggest... so, it's probably the Protectorate. It's probably the Protectorate that we want to get off, right? Harun al-Rashid Station has no point defenses that I can see. So we could take Harun al-Rashid Station, or we could take, by the way, the dog is in the room with me, so you may hear her sleeping. It's not an Exodus ship. The Black Prince Station, which I feel needs to be taken out just under principle. Space Dock, Xenology, Space Dock. Solar collector. This thing has lots of solar collectors and a hydroponics bay. So do we bother the Protectorate? The other options, we obviously could go after the servants, but I don't want to anger the servants just yet. She's fast asleep. I don't want to wake her up. The problem going after the servants is the servants actually have a space fleet in orbit. If we go and check fleets and ship construction, so the Resistance don't have any ships, Humanity First don't have any ships, the Initiative don't have any ships, the Servants have 3 fleets, the Protectorate don't have any ships, the Academy have 1 ship in lunar orbit, and the Aliens, of course, have 1 million ships. So really, at the moment, I don't really want to mess with the Servants until I have a ship that I can defend against if we get into a space war. However, the other big assholes, who are the Protectorate, who I hate with all the passion of my being, is the Protectorate. I kind of want to take them out, and then I was going to give space stations to the Resistance and to Humanity first to try and help bootstrap them into space, because then they can help me fight the Servants and the Aliens when that all kicks off. That's kind of my plan. So I think we're going to take Blackprint Station, because who calls a space station Blackprint Stations, right? So let's see if not an Exodus fleet. Okay, why are you not fully refueled? Can you get fully refueled, please, and then we'll get back into action. Okay, not an Exodus fleet. Okay, has been resupplied. Cool. They're still not at max DV. For some reason, they're not fully refueling. They're at 5.4 or 5.6, but let's see if they've got enough to get to Blackprint Station. They can transfer. Okay. The Marines are on their way to Blackprint Station. We are going to... I feel so... This feels like such a cheesy tactic, and I love it. Project Exodus, not an Exodus. Project Exodus fleet, not an Exodus fleet. Okay, completes transfer. Take me there. Alright, this is what you don't want to see outside your space station, okay? If this ship shows up in pretending that it's an Exodus ship, you don't want it to show up because it means something bad's about to happen. We are going to assault the hab. 93% chance to succeed. It's going to take them 5 days to clear down. Let's see how they do. We also now need to give Atlantis base to somebody. So I need to make contact and do a trading mission next turn. All right, let's unpause.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, we're now going to unify Australia with New Zealand. The Republic of the Southern Cross, under control of Project Exodus and New Zealand, have decided to merge into a single nation. So there's no longer Australia, there's no longer New Zealand, there is now the Republic of the Southern Cross. Project Exodus Helldivers. They're like reverse Helldivers. Here's the thing, right? Do you think Blackprint Station is going to let them dock? They are just jumping across space. They are space divers. They're just space divers. Can you imagine the literature? Like, these are the first Space Marines ever. In the history of the world, these are the first Space Marines. And they are jumping from a rocket that barely has enough fuel to get them to their destination to just land on their target and break in and capture the place. They're probably the most badass Space Marines that will ever exist. They're probably doing it in like old surplus Russian cosmonaut gear. Anzac, we are Anzac. Okay, this is Anzac. It writes itself. It's an awesome story. Magnetic grapples and Arceus starter zip lines. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Ahoy, space rats. Hand off your booty and your station. If you know what's good for you, or you'll be walking the airlock. Either the most badass or the most stupid. Exactly, Derp. You have it in one. It is either the most badass or the most stupid. Japanese military probably provides the gear. Okay, maybe Japanese military. Where are the particle beams? They're coming. Oh, there's been an alien terror mission. I forgot about the aliens. Oh, hey, Scarlet Fox. Good to see you. Hey, Tater Hat. And when their pod misses the station and floats out into space, well, that's why they're stupid, yeah. Alien forces are attacking civilians in the Whitehorse region of Canada, causing widespread damage. Authorities there are pledging to seek consultation with the aliens to prevent further attacks. So Canada's falling to the aliens as well. We really need to get the resistance, and we need to get humanity first bootstrapped here. We need to give them some help. The line is between crazy and brilliant, exactly. Blackprint Station captured by Project Exodus. Now, if I click Take Me There, we'll get to see how much damage the place did, okay? Here we go. Oh, Oh, it doesn't do it anymore. In older versions of the game, all of the destroyed modules would explode at the same time when you came in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 modules were destroyed in the fighting. So Blackprint Station needs to rebuild its docking station. And that's all it needs to do. Space dock. We'll build that in space in 30 days. And that means we can refuel our spaceship when that's done, and then we can give the station away. Let me just rename it Atlantis Base into Welfare Station 1. Because I will be giving the station away, and I don't want to accidentally upgrade it. I'm playing as Project Exodus, Shadow Tunnel Yin Yang. And we are doing weird things with Space Marines in 2028. We are now the Space Pirate faction. That isn't exactly derp. The first Space Pirates. That just you wait, because once Photosphere Station is online, we're going to be stealing everything from Mars. We're going to steal all of this. This is all going to be stolen. It's going to be great. Okay, let's finish the turn. We have just learned the Academy failed a purge mission on Nigeria. Now, this is a really big problem. This is a really big problem. Because I abandoned Nigeria, it is currently vulnerable. When is this going to fall off? 16th of June. I'm really scared that I'm going to lose Nigeria. Yes, we're not the runaways, the brave explorers of space is what they are. The aliens can indeed build stations, yes. And they have built them all over the solar system. Okay, we have a new turn. Now, it is now March. We remember April is when Saudi Arabia is available for us to capture. We have to be on top of it.
Ready.
Thaddeus, investigate the alien activity in Whitehorse, please.
Headed there now.
Human.
Reporting in.
Reporting in.
It looks slimy. That's why I was looking at that. This is a big oil slick. I still can't believe we ended the war with between Kazakhstan and Russia, by the way. That's just such a coup. Okay, so Name's Blonde
Ready for orders.
needs 1 successful inspiration mission to have 25 loyalty.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
What's the up?
In terms of unrest, we are looking at 4 in Nigeria, 3.4 in Papua New Guinea. And I still need Name's Blonde to just sing our praises in Saudi Arabia so that when we come in here, it's going to be ready. Can we pirate alien stations? I don't know if we can. Yeah, we can. Hey, T-Rem. And I won an argument I was expecting to have because everyone thought the problem was stupid and agreed it should be changed. T-Rem, you missed it. This fleet showed up. It's called not an Exodus fleet, okay? It came out of nowhere, right? This fleet. A bunch of crazy maniacs jumped out of the ship and captured a Protectorate space station and just gave it to the Exodus to control. It was wild. Oh, by the way, we also ended the war with Kazakhstan. I guess we'll find out, Mishaps and Leontio. The BDs will continue until loyalty improves. All right, let's public campaign
Making
here.
our case.
And then
Ready
Human
for my mission.
can suppress unrest in Nigeria. I'm really worried we're going to lose Nigeria. I'm not going to lie. I'm really worried we're going to lose Nigeria.
We'll make things safe.
The only thing I can think to do to try and make Nigeria a bit safer is to also boost public opinion here. The higher public opinion is, the more likely they are to stay with us. Those Marines may also be siphoning fuel from the ship. Yes, Derp is very concerned that the Marines are siphoning fuel because every time I refueled it, oh, now we are over our mission control cap. Our Mirror Commando, Hunchback, Vindicator, Panther. Those are some good. Yeah, there's some. I see some PPC nonsense going on there with the Vindicator and the Panther. Why is he awake at 1:45? Some crazy diplomats jumped in. Yeah, so we got our nuke in Japan. And then I instantly negotiated with Russia, and Russia were like, you have a nuke now? Peace. And that's all we needed to do. Oh, I have made a mistake here. Do I know of anyone... Okay, I only know about Protectorate agents. I need to find... a resistance agent. Really, I need to find a resistance agent ASAP. So that I can get... Or resistance or humanity first. So that I can give them this space station, so I don't need to carry it around anymore. So I do actually need Jebediah to go hunting, basically. I think where would the resistance be? Where is their home base? There's a lot of resistance places that are broken here. Okay, they've got a fortified... They're fortified Mexico, and they've... Sorry, I forgot that Mexico and America were at war. Hey, Ion Pandela, how you doing? Let's see if there's any... that's not the best place to scan. I'll see if there's anything going on in Washington.
Eyes up.
Welcome to Space Pirates. Okay, we're trying to find a resistance or a humanity first agent that we can give presents to. That's the plan there. Okay, confirm assignments. How are we doing on research? So Hydrolex explosive warhead missiles will finish on the 1st of April. Transnational coordination will finish on the 2nd of January, which is going to take ages. Our science is really struggling. We really need to get caught up on science. That's our next major objective. A probe controlled by Project Exodus. Oh, there's only 22 water here. This was one of the places we probed and we didn't manage to get Ceres. A little bit. I was about to say a little bit more advanced than Somalia in space, but actually with the way we're doing our piracy, it isn't. It really isn't. It's the bare minimum.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, Names Blonde is now at 25.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Things are cooling off.
United Kingdom has joined the European Guyana War. Okay. Chile has completed a nuclear weapons test.
We found something.
Okay, we got some xenology research boosts. Damn it! Oh no, that's fine. We lost a control point in Brazil. I don't care about that. That's totally fine. Hydraulic explosive missiles have been researched. Let's also finish researching magazine, and then we'll build our first warship. That'll be done on the 16th of April. April's going to be a really big month for us. Really big month for us. Okay, what's this? Wait, did the Protectorate build a station? Guys, the Protectorate have built a station in intermediate Earth orbit because they know our Marines can't get to it. That's what they've done. They've built this station further out because our Marines won't have enough Delta V to get to them. That's hilarious. That might be the funniest thing that's ever happened. Okay, so in regards to taking Saudi Arabia, derp. Oh no, I want to click on Earth. We can take Saudi Arabia on the 15th of April. Which means we need to wait till next turn to take it. I don't think it's going to work in this turn. I could try just to see if it, but I think it'll tick off before the 15th. So we just need to crack down and purge it next turn and just hope that we get in. Right, did we find any agents? No, there's no agents to contact. So one of our jobs this turn is to find ourselves a resistance or a humanity first agent that we can bring on board. There's an agent here. He's probably a servant. Where are there any other agents? There's lots of agents, excuse me, in Europe. The Academy control the United Kingdom. The Protectorate control Ireland, which has an army. There's a bunch of EU armies going on. Why don't we see if there's anything going on in France? Please, can you try and find me an agent in France?
On Overwatch.
Standing by.
That station looks at the plus sign. Yeah, it does. Okay. Next up, we need to check, as always, we check unrest. It's really important we stay on top of that. So Nigeria and Papua New Guinea are the largest locations with unrest in them.
At your service.
So I'm going to unfortunately just going to keep repeating the last few turns as we get ready to take Saudi Arabia over. So we're going to public campaign in Saudi Arabia.
I will tell our story.
We're going to get Human to stabilize Nigeria.
Ready for orders.
We're going to get Thaddeus
at your service
to We actually need to defend Papua New Guinea. No one's interested in taking it from us right now, but I
We'll
do
restore peace
I
to
do
this
eventually
nation.
want to join into
Acknowledged.
Republic of Southern Cross. And then Cairn, you can start work on bringing up Jebediah's loyalty, because I bet you it's not great. Unfortunately, I need to investigate him at some point.
I'll make sure they're on our
Okay,
side.
so I think that'll do for now. Let's confirm for the turn. We're back at our mission control. Nothing major's happened. I've just sorted out a turn. We're back at our mission control cap, which is good. We're not bleeding resources anymore.
Mission
Let's
in progress.
Oh, actually, let's check for level ups. Yeah, you've got to level up. So let's get you more admin, which actually lets you get access to the Paris Foundation, Syringia Intelligence Solutions, which does up your investigation. You can equip Ugarholt? Huh. Well, let's give you that then. That's a huge bonus for you, for Jebediah Kerman. Okay. What about you? 16, 22 for Thaddeus. Thaddeus needs more admin. Let's give him Orion Defense. Actually, is there anything in the org marketplace that he would like? There's a lot of greedy good orgs kind of just lying around here. Constellation Rocketry, nuts. 4% space program, 4% boost, 4% mission control. The American Mafia is here available. If an attempted assassination of this org's owner is any less than a critical success, the assassin becomes marked. Wow. The Mafia will protect the guy holding it. Anyway, we'll just equip this. Okay. You've got to level up as well. Your admin is already at 25. Your base, your unmodified is 7. But I don't think we need to worry about bringing it up. Let's get your... What do you use for Inspires? Persuasion. Let's level your persuasion up. Okay, nobody else needs a level up. That's that done. Some pause. I love that the Protectorate have built a space station too far
Setting
away
up
for my
watch.
space pirates to get to.
I believe they'll stay
You
loyal to the
contain
cause.
multitudes.
Okay.
Every breath you take may contain atoms of Tutankhamun, or Christ, or Asimov. For any human to think of themselves as intrinsically apart from others is absurd. We are, all of us, made from each other.
So the Resistance has taken over this
Superior
research.
Judith Howell. Infinite You. Self-improvement course.
Thanks, Judith. And they're now researching kinetics warfare doctrine, which will be all of you gun lovers will like, because that's big space guns. So that's now under research. That's a Pro 41 water at Thule. That's not too bad. I think we're okay for water at the moment, though. We've completed the new Outcoast core at Underdark. So we do have a mine under construction at Ceres, and yeah, I have already laid down the fission pile and the mining complex that'll be available soon. So that'll give us a big boost to our water income. I'm glad that past me sorted that out.
Things are stabilizing.
Public sentiment is
A
increasingly
whole
with us.
ton of solar rays just came online at Welfare Station, so we really need to get rid of that station. I really need to give it away to someone.
Order is returning.
Okay, wow. The Second Polar Defense Army has finally made it back to Japan. All of our armies have finally made it back to their home regions, which is crazy. It took them so long to airlift back. The European Union and Albania have decided to merge into a single nation. Potentially Winterwolf. We'll go for gun doctrine for a while and see how that does, just because we can. We're mostly going to be fighting humans, I think, for quite a long time. We're not annoying the aliens that much. We completed the construction of a new space dock for Black Prince Station. Do you know what that means? It's time to repair and resupply. And let's just rename Black Prince Station, because that's a terrible name. I still can't believe they called their station Black Prince Station. Welfare Station 2. Alright. As soon as we find an agent, we can hand these places over. Cairn was supposed to be done with this life. Yet, as the polite man with the goatee sitting across the table from her calmly explains, it's not as simple as that. Cairn accumulated certain debts and expectations in the underworld, and simply working for Project Exodus now hasn't changed that. Nevertheless, it won't be anything too big, nothing to worry about, just a small favor for old time's sake. Cairn doesn't do that kind of work anymore. 50% chance of being firebombed, losing 3 orgs, 25% chance they will die. Agree to smuggle some unsavory contraband good. 50% chance of us getting a ton of cash. 50% and messing up the European Union. Who cares about that place? 50% chance they'll be detained at their current location for 4 mission phases. Agree to remove an inconvenient local politician and rest in Colombia increases, or detained for 4 mission phases. Who in their right mind would call themselves superior? Not chief commander. It's because they're a cult, Leon Show. That's why. Agree to carry out a daring heist to steal something valuable. If there's a chance we could get alien resources. Yeah, we're going for the daring heist. I love how. Yeah, it's heist time, everybody. Let's go. We're gonna roll a critical success here. Despite, oh damn, they that did not work. They've been detained for 4 mission phases. The gamble did not pay off. Okay, the fleet has been repaired by, and are they full Delta V? Okay, they're at full Delta V. I can actually send them off somewhere else. The problem right now is I just lost 5 mission control because she's been arrested. Good luck, Marines. Good luck, Marines. Everyone's piling into the spaceship. So we've got a problem in that I can't capture... What happens when we're over mission control? It's converted to resource. What is it? I don't know what happens when we're over mission control. I think it just doesn't let us build anything more. I think that's the only penalty. So I think we can continue to capture some space stations. I'm quite tempted to take the other Protectorate station off them, just for the fun of it. We'll grab Haran our Rashid station. I think that's what we're going to do. Unless we can get to their new station, because we can get to their new station. I think that's pretty funny. I mean, they built that station all the way over, like, all the way out on high Earth orbit so that we couldn't get there. Now let's go out. I think we'll go after the more established station. Let's transfer to it. Okay, the Marines are on their way at the same time all of you are. And they've completed their transfer. And if you look out the window right now, you'll see a small spaceship. And we will assault the hab. It's only a 74% to take this one. Let's see what happens. Glad you're healthy for us. Yeah, I'm feeling much better, Squall. Thank you so much. I think I've coughed maybe once or twice. It says easier for enemies to take your space stuff. Oh, we've got magazines complete. Okay, we should now probably actually look at building a spaceship. Let's get some. Oh, I wish I could research this stuff. I just don't have the income for it. What's a good pickup right now that's going to help our research? I actually should probably get the Caliphate. God, the Caliphate is 35,000 research. Oh, who came through? Casualties were heavy, but the survivors managed to capture the station. Results of the mission: Derp 123, Men-Hidden Mishaps, Hubenstorm, Deliberverse, and Austral all made it through. Congratulations. Hey, Demonicus, thanks. How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, hey, Cricklick. Sorry, I missed you. It makes my ship right. That's what you're saying. Makes me more susceptible to defections. Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, my person who was giving me tons of mission control got arrested. So we're just going to have to wait for it to get built up. There's not much I can do about that. Which means I'm also going to be even further over mission control. So that's good advice from Cricklick and from Shadow Turtle Yin Yang. Let me know. Another day, another death on a heist. Okay. I really want to get the Caliphate, but we're not going to be able to get that right now. That's just not going to happen. I'm trying to think of things that are within our grasp, like the monobidium pipe radiators, the lithium sulfur batteries, the potassium heat sinks, molten core fission reactor 1, solid core fission reactor 1. I think molten core fission reactor 1, that gives us a pretty decent reactor compared to the solid core. It's more efficient. A spinning. I need to remember which one of these I want to go to. We're getting out of the solar system with this one. We're going to try. Yeah, I was just looking at ECM actually. Actual counters have a 20% chance to force an enemy weapon to cool down when the ship is targeted, with ECM effectiveness decreasing with decreased range to the enemy. Non-nuclear missiles have a 20% chance to detonate early and do no damage. Requires a specific. Let's grab an ECM. We'll mess around with that. That could be really interesting. Yeah, first spot will just react to the word first, Derp, but you don't need an exclamation mark. Okay. With that in mind, we need to build a warship. It's going to be terrible, but we need something. I was thinking about a gunship. That was my original plan. So I was thinking, for hull weapons, we go with... So copperheads have been nerfed. So I was thinking about anacondas. So the anaconda is... Actually, what I'll do is I'll put these side by side. Please? Okay. So the okay. So the anaconda is 35 tons. The copperhead is 31. These do 500 damage. These do 923 damage. The copperheads still do more damage. Gas core fission reactor. There probably is a gas core fission reactor, Demonicus. Pretty much every type of reactor and engine that you can think of is in this game. In fact, we can check the research tree to see if gas core exists. The anaconda does 25 damage. This does 46 damage. They both have the same cooldown. They both do 80% damage to armor. This is less acceleration. This has more Delta V by 1 KPS. By the way, who are you fighting with that ECM? There is, and it's the best fission era line. Okay, cool. So there you go, Demonicus. The gas core is the best fission one in the game. At the moment, Cricklick, I'm trying to get a superiority missile ship in orbit so that when I start pirating servant stations off them, I have a ship to defend myself with. They have a fleet of like 20mm cannon ships. I want something that can beat them. How about the railgun? I don't have access to railguns yet. The biggest gun I have is an 8-inch cannon. You know, like from a boat. It doesn't look like the anacondas are actually worth it, considering the copperhead has been nerfed and still looks to be the better missile. The only thing that we have that's even a little bit advanced right now is a point defense laser turret to be reversed. Yeah, it's fine for the servants. We're finding other humans at the moment. Oh, I'm going to be playing more Kriegsfriend as well. I've had a lot of fun with that game. I'm just sorry that my audio was so quiet on that video. I'll make sure the next one is much louder. It's gone down really well. I've got like 5,000 views on that in a day, which is crazy for my channel. Like, way above and beyond what normally happens. It's currently sitting at 4,500, which is unreal. Is there a plasma core fission reactor? I really don't know. I don't know my endgame stuff very well at all. You can use PD guns as an actual guns, but the range is really, really low on them. This is actually really throwing me. I didn't realize the copperheads were still this good. So the Anaconda is a small anti-ship missile. I honestly think a small missile is all we need right now. And because everybody wants it, do we want the 30mm autocannon or the 40mm autocannon? I think we want the 40mm autocannon for PD. Zero the Gamer. We are no longer at war with Russia and India. We have established ourselves in space. Yeah, it's going better. This is what we're going to try, okay? We're going to grab ourselves a magazine. And I'm going to go for liquid hydrogen containment if I can make use of it. I don't know if I can. We need a drive that uses hydrogen as propellant. For our radiator, we really only have one option. The aluminium fin or the titanium array. The aluminium fin is made from common materials. The titanium array is made from rare materials. We don't actually have... This would require a full month's income of the stuff. And I don't think we're going to produce that much heat that is really going to be that bad. Thank you, Squall. We'll get some tin sweating ships eventually. In terms of our battery, we only have access to the lithium-ion battery. In terms of power plant and drive, power plant, I've got the fuel cell 1 and the fuel cell 2. Do I need a fuel cell 2 on this thing? 2,800 tons per gigawatt, 450 tons per gigawatt, 800 megawatts. So this produces a lot more power. AKL Space, very good to see you. Children of the Dead Earth. I've heard good things about that. Zero, look, we have had to claw our way into space, okay? We are doing the best we can. We've captured 3 space stations with this tech. We're doing the best we can. So I need an engine that is using liquid hydrogen as its fuel type. So that's stabilized hydrogen, heavy-duty liquid methane oxygen, liquid hydrogen, nitrogen tetroxide, liquid oxygen. So it's going to have to be the Venture liquid rocket, because we get the bonus from the liquid hydrogen containment, which gives us a 20% bonus to exhaust velocity. Wait, why can't I equip that? Is it because I've got this equipped? Yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter. This doesn't count. So I have an open utility module here. Nobody charged their phone on the ship. Oh god, I can't remember what the best engine is. Are you sure mixing dozens of ships is a good idea versus having 2 ship designs? I can probably only afford to build 1 ship at the moment. So I'm thinking something that's a little bit less specialized might be the right plan to start with. This is very much numbers. Building ships is hard. What does the auto design for this look like? So it's given us a magazine and a water heat sink. It's given us Nova Liquid Rocket ×6 with 60 propellant tanks. That gives us a delta V of 4.5 kps, which is not enough to go anywhere. A chemical engine options. I've got Apex solid rockets. Ships, they do take mission control, so I can't even build this right now. Maybe we're going to hold, do a bit of research, and wait until we've got the mission control back, because we can't build this ship right now anyway. That's a really good point that Ubisoft just made. No, it's the best way to get advanced chemical. Not enough BERT. I think there's only 3 chemical engines on pretty plans. Yeah, the stuff we have at the moment is terrible. Let's try and get a little bit more research in time for our mission control to increase, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we can do that, Squall. I think there's no point in building the ship just now, though, because we actually don't have any mission control to support the ship until Karen is out of jail. Because she is in jail, which is really frustrating. However, we have something really important we need to do this turn. This is a critical turn, because this is the turn that Saudi Arabia is not protected. So we need to crack down and...
Acknowledged.
So we need to crack down and we need to... Who could do it?
Ready for orders.
And we need to... no, we need to purge and we need to crack... No, how's it? Take control, yeah. We need to crack down and we need to purge this control point. Now, I think Blonde is my best purger. Blonde has an espionage stat of 11. Jebediah's is 6. Humans is 5. Oh god, my espionage stat is so bad.
At your service.
At 11, he is my best hope for a purge. But first of all, we need to get a crackdown happening. Crackdowns are investigation.
Ready for
Jebediah has an investigation of 14, so he can crack down the point with a 73% chance of success. I'm going to boost that up to a 90. I don't think it's worth spending that much for that much. We'll get it to a 92. You want lots of delta V on crappy engines and less mass is more important than power. Yeah. Level up. Everyone's already been leveled up, unfortunately. Daniels are going to be your best option at best for combat early game tech rate. Thanks, Zero. Thanks, Cricklick, as well. I'm paying attention to what you're saying on Twitch, and I appreciate you chiming in. Let's focus on getting hold of Saudi Arabia this term.
Cracking down.
That's the crackdown.
Ready.
Then my terrible purger is going to attempt to purge the point. I'm going to spend 64 influence on this. This will not be 27% when he goes to do the purge, because it will all have been cracked. Hopefully it will have been cracked down.
Removing our enemies.
We failed last time we tried to do this. I really hope it succeeds this time. Okay, we've got a couple people left. First things first, we've got some aliens to fight. There's alien life forms in Amsterdam, so I'm going to spend Thaddeus up there to fight them.
To the LZ.
And then Human will need to deal with unrest at the place that has the most unrest, which is, of course, Nigeria. When does Nigeria get back under our control?
We'll make things safe.
The crackdown ends 16th of June. Okay, we're almost there. Okay. That's everything, I think. I am unfortunately about to capture another station. Have I still not managed to find... Damn it. I really need to keep looking for somebody to give these space stations to. I mean, I could just give them to the Academy. I don't know what defense stacking is, Zero Gamer, unless you mean just doing a defense mission as soon as defense finishes? Or do you mean like getting like 5 people to put a defense at once? I don't know what defense stacking is unless I've been doing it by accident. But I've not been doing any cheese. You see how badly I'm doing in this campaign? I've definitely not been doing any cheese. Okay, I haven't been doing that. Or do you just mean defense? By yep, do you mean like the defense ends and I just do a new defend? Because that's what I thought normal game was. Oh, no, I have not been doing that. I have not been doing defense stacking. I didn't even know you could do that. I'm going to give these space stations to the Academy. Screw it. Human, you're going to a business meeting with this person here.
We'll open a channel.
Oh, every time it passes, yeah. I did anti-cheese. If I didn't realize that was cheese, I just thought that was normal gameplay. So like when it expires normally is when I do another defense mission. When the game prompts me, that's the only time I'm doing it.
Reaching out.
Leave Earth if you must.
We will safeguard humankind ourselves.
Well, I mean, you could say that to us, but wait, why can't I give you any habs? Why can't I give them any habs? What's going on? Why can't I give them any habs? Oh my god, they're it's because they're at their max, isn't it? They're gonna be at their mission control max. They can't take any more habs. I'm guessing that's what the problem is. Why can I not give them habs? I've got 2 habs I want to give you. Well, that sucks. No, because the habs over here are their habs, not my habs. See how they've all got the academy? I bet if I tried to trade them... No. Sorry, I'll call you later. Really zero the game. I didn't realize that. I've just been doing it normally. Well, that sucks. I don't think so, Hoopa Stomp, because theirs are all available here. I think they're potentially at their max. No, if you abandon them, they get destroyed. Hang on, I'm going to minimize this. So you can decommission the hab. But what decommissioning the hab does is it just shuts it down. And you spend a bunch of turns sending everyone down to Earth, and then it gets turned off. You pay turns now for turns later? I don't know why I can't trade this. I want to give them to anybody, Shinobu. The Academy were just available. I'll try somebody else because they're eating my mission control right now, and I don't want these stations. What does that drop down on the top left do? The resource one, or do you mean on the space station menu? Just drop down here. It lets me set an icon so that I can know what this station is focused on. I actually should be using that. I'm guessing they don't have excess MC. What Shadow Yin Yang is saying. I don't think they've got mission control to take a station off me. So I'm just gonna cancel the negotiations. We'll go after somebody else next turn. Not super important this turn, honestly. And we captured Harun al-Rashid station. So that's another one captured by us. The space dock is actually still available on this one, so we can get this fleet resupplied and repaired straight away. That's the Protectorate now only have 1 station in orbit. Oh no, they still have Ramesses station. You deorbit it. The whole plan was to take them over to give them away. I'm gonna try. So for instance, the Resistance and Humanity First only have 1 station. So I'm going to try and give it to them so that they can put up a better fight against the Servants, because at the moment the Servants have a lot of control on Earth. Space Marines are working great. They're doing an absolute jump. Okay, the fleet's repaired. I'm not going to do anything with the fleet right now.
Crackdown complete.
Oh no. Okay, the good news is the crackdown on Saudi Arabia worked. They, do the aliens have bases on the world, off-world? Yeah, I don't think they have that many, but I'll check. Local explorers have happened upon a strange obelisk in the wilderness near Astana. That's in Kazakhstan. This obelisk is tall, a vaguely pyramidal object with a surface of cool, smooth metal. People on the scene have reported hearing an eerie hum and feeling uneasy at the presence of the obelisk. This is certainly worth looking into later recent developments. How should we go about it? We found the Necrons. Seal off the area and maintain observation. 50% nothing happens, 30% we get 150 science, 20% sudden xenoforming bloom. Or we can demolish it on the spot. Critical, yeah, I'm just going to demolish it on the spot. Expose what was planned, obelisk vanished without a trace, okay. Let's just have a quick look at Habs for other factions. So Humanity First don't have a ton of stuff. The Resistance have more stuff. I think Humanity, Project Exodus, well, that's us. The Academy have a ton of stuff. Yes, I could self-destruct the Squall. Good defend against the Black Crusade. Scooped past the Thunder Angels and go straight to the Dark Angels. Yep. I think Humanity First would definitely have the MC for us to give them some Habs. I will try one more time to give it to Humanity First, and if that fails, I will. Actually, it reminds me, where's her and our sheet station? I also need to sort my stations out because I need science stations of every type. I just don't have the mission control for it right now. Okay. We still have the Purge.
Numbers.
Okay, that was the success of the alien assault. We have lost. Oh, damn it. Humanity First just stole Nigeria from us. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. There's only a month to go before we get Nigeria back. We're going to have to take that back off them. They would have.
We are in control now.
We have control of Saudi Arabia. The 4th Armored Saudi Arabian Army is now. I'll sort the naming out for that next stream. But we now have control of Saudi Arabia. That's pretty huge. Okay, we now control all of Saudi Arabia. That's pretty big. Put some weird name before giving it back to them. Is there an MC generating station module? There is, yes. Maybe trade Habs for more CP. That's kind of what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get tons of resources off them in exchange for the Habs. But I need to find their agents in order to do it, and I keep not finding them. So we basically just traded Nigeria for... Oh no. I don't want to continue. I'm going to the end of the term. Oh, but aren't real, they can't hear you. Once there were Wombos, they definitely can, and they definitely can. Alright, everybody. I know I started this stream a little bit late today, so we haven't gone for the 2 hours I would normally go for, but it is almost midnight with me, and unfortunately I do have work tomorrow. So so destroying that obelisk has actually put us on the aliens' radar. This was at 0 before, which is not good. So I am going to have to end the stream here, and I'm sorry that I'm cutting it short early because I'm having a lot of fun with it, but if I don't get sleep, I'm going to suck tomorrow. The Rimworld Anomaly, maybe they're related. So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, and next time I'll be a little bit more prepared because I won't be traveling across the city before stream, and also I'll have a better idea of what's going on. Yes, what I really need help with on the Discord, I'm really putting an appeal out for this, is we need plans for science stations for Earth orbit. Thank you for jumping in, everybody. It was good to see you all again. I really appreciate you all coming back around. And everyone who's new, thanks for coming by too. I really appreciate all of your input and your help with this game. The way I play Terra Invicta is very much with all of your input, and it's huge. It really makes a big difference. So I appreciate it. On Thursday, I'm going to be streaming Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which is going to be a wild ride. And I'm hoping to get a Kriegsfront video out tomorrow, and then High Fleet on Friday. So I've got so much, there's so many different types of space science, Shadow Tunnel Yin Yang, it's a big deal. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna head to bed now, and I'll catch you later. Have a great morning, noon, night, whatever it is with you, and I'll see you. Ciao for now. Thanks so much. You're the best.